Sparky's story time. Woo! The Lion and the Carpenter. Once upon a time, there was a lion who lived in the jungle. He was the king of all the animals, and he was very proud and arrogant. He liked to show off his strength and power to everyone. One day, he saw a carpenter working in a nearby village. The carpenter was making a wooden table with his tools. The lion was curious and decided to watch him. He saw the carpenter cutting the wood with a saw, hammering the nails with a hammer, and smoothing the surface with a plane. The lion was amazed by the carpenter's skills and said,
"Wow, you are very clever and talented. How do you do that?"
The carpenter smiled and said,
"Thank you, Mr. Lion. I learned these skills from my father. He taught me how to use these tools and make beautiful things out of wood."
The lion said,
"That's very impressive. But can you do something else? Can you make something that can match my strength and power?"
The carpenter said,
"Well, I don't know about that, but I can try. What do you want me to make?"
The lion said,
"Make me a wooden cage that can hold me inside. I want to see if you can make something strong enough to contain me."
The carpenter said,
"Okay, I will try. But it will take some time and materials. Can you help me gather some wood and nails?"
The lion said,
"Sure, I can do that. It will be easy for me."
The carpenter said,
"Thank you, Mr. Lion. Please follow me."
The lion followed the carpenter to the forest where they collected some wood and nails. The carpenter then started to make the wooden cage. He made 4 walls with bars and a door with a lock. He made the cage big enough for the lion to fit inside. He said,
"Mr. Lion, your cage is ready. Do you want to try it?"
The lion said,
"Yes, of course. Let me see how strong it is."
The lion entered the cage and roared loudly. He tried to push the bars with his paws and bite them with his teeth, but he could not break them or bend them. He said,
"This is amazing. You made a very strong cage. How did you do that?"
The carpenter said,
"I used the same tools and skills that I used to make the table. I just made it bigger and stronger."
The lion said,
"You are very smart and skillful. But can you open the door and let me out?"
The carpenter said,
"Sure, I can do that. But first, I have something to tell you."
The lion said,
"What is it?"
The carpenter said,
"Mr. Lion, you are the king of all the animals, and you are very proud and arrogant. You like to show off your strength and power to everyone. But you should know that there are other things that are more important than strength and power. Things like wisdom and kindness."
The lion said,
"What do you mean?"
The carpenter said,
"You see, Mr. Lion, I made this cage not only to show you my skills, but also to teach you a lesson. A lesson that you should respect others and not look down on them. A lesson that you should appreciate their talents and abilities and not challenge them unnecessarily."
The lion said,
"I see. You are right. I have been foolish and rude to you and others. I have learned my lesson."
The carpenter said,
"I'm glad to hear that, Mr. Lion. Now I will open the door and let you out."
The carpenter opened the door and freed the lion. The lion thanked the carpenter and apologized for his behavior. He said,
"Thank you for making this cage and teaching me this lesson. You are very wise and kind."
The carpenter said,
"You're welcome, Mr. Lion. And thank you for helping me gather the wood and nails."
They became friends and parted ways.